But just owning one, I don't know. Maybe, but those are like Jesus. When you buy a Titan, like Dom, when you buy a Titan from like Forge World, first off, you have to buy the Titan, and that comes with no arms, because then you have to just select which arms you want to buy for it.
You buy the body, you buy the gun. It's so fucking.
How much it actually costs?
Go look.
How much is a 40K?
Oh man, this almost needs to be a YouTube video. Like Dom reaction to Forge World prices.
Oh, but
Because you probably know how expensive Warhammer is in general. You've probably glanced at it. But now you get to look at Forge World and you're going to shit yourself.
I am human. Yes. Clipboard. Line
I have a Revenant Titan that count.
You do?
Yeah. It's
Nice.
not a legit Forge World though.
Oh, okay.
Everybody
Scratch.
just gets the actual quality of Forge World. It's not worth.
Is it a 3D print or a scratch build or
China?
China?
Please,
China cast.
Are you Australian? I'm American. Fuck the British.
China.
The Adeptus Chinaticus.
Well, if you actually do like a bunch of Space Marines and Guardsmen actually as like communist Chinese, that would
Jesus.
look pretty.
Oh,
Like that would look.
Hold on, let me calculate this really quick.
Technically, you could have a communist imperial world. There's nothing that says you couldn't. Well, they venerated the emperor and give ties, right? We could totally have fucking commies.
You could, yeah.
Just the look of it,
right?
Like, they're sick fucking uniforms.
Hold on. You know how some systems have like
70
multiple worlds in the same system, but like two large.
185.
One super capitalist, the other's communist.
Oh.
155
that'd be so
plus
good.
143
Interplanetary
plus 143
planetary wars with each other.
plus
They
143
have
And the
like
capitalist planet,
militaries.
plus
and the capitalist
143.
planet every so often, every few hundred years, has to keep bailing out the communist planet, right? And
but then the capitalist planet is like gonna get overrun by orcs or something like that. So the commies send like waves of commie troops,
Just waves of
and
commies.
just this
So-
continuous cycle of them fucking with each other and helping each other and then fucking with each other. And then,
So the average price for a Titan, if you get all the parts in
What
one,
Titan?
it costs.
what Titan though?
What do you mean?
There's different Titans. There's
like
different.
a Warhound,
Like yeah, there's a Warhound
a
Titan, which is about
Warlord.
this big, I think, and then there it gets big.
Warlord. Listen, Warlord Titan. Average, if you get
Oh, yeah.
every single part, you will get about 3,420. Yeah, that's that's a lot. That's fucking a lot of money.
For
dude.
one toy, yeah.
For one toy, yeah.
Now look up.
One
On your,
portion parts.
are you still on the
I'm
site?
just gonna drop
I
the Titan
I
down.
calculated all the parts into one. It costs 3,420.
Are you still on the site? Look
Yeah.
up Thunderhawk gunship. That's what I would much rather prefer.
Oh, a Thunderhawk. Oh my goodness gracious.
I'm not. I don't like the Thunderhawk transport so much
It's
because
sold
it
out.
has like that kind of carved undersection that's gone for like the
that's
tanks.
cheaper. That's cheap. That's like $735. But it's sold out though.
Probably because of Valrak. Fucking Valrak.
It's not bad. I mean, $735 is decent, but holy fuck, that Titan costs $30,000.
Yeah.
What about? Oh, they have middle color. Hold on.
Back in the
Yeah.
90s, the Thunderhawk, that plane you're looking at, used to be an entirely metal model. Every piece of it was metal, and when you got it, you would get a wooden crate, like a wooden case that was like individualized and like inscribed with like a number, and you had like a certificate and all this stuff. And you would open it up, and it would have this red velvet inside that would like be separating all the different pieces. Like Jesus.
Would you say that your chapter is like a fast striking chapter?
No, Bloodhound be more of a
Are they like? Do they fight kind of like Ultramarines, or do they fight like more like?
If I wanted, if I have to super generalize them in a way that just kind of applies, I would just kind of call them typically vanilla. Although I would want to, from things I've applied, say that they're a little bit under-equipped. They're supposed to be under-equipped because of their, but then again, like there's recent events that might change that because of transitioning from like a renegade status to a non-renegade status. Either way, so I would want to say that I don't know, like their main thing, if I don't know, is tracking, I suppose.
Well, I wonder what if you put a couple Storm Eagles in?
Storm
Right,
Eagle.
the smaller. The Storm Eagle's the smaller one, right?
Storm Eagle. That's the one where you like hold them upside down and then like you like spread their arms or their legs and then you like slam them down. Right. That's the
Yeah.
Storm
Here,
Eagle.
I'll post a picture and a video of me doing it.
Okay, wait. The Storm Eagle, is that the Heresy era?
No, it's a newer one. It's a smaller. It's smaller. Hold
I'd
on.
have to look at it.
I'm trying to get a picture of it, but it's being cocksucker. Hold on. It's one that said, when it's one to just do the web file and it's like fuck off. Print screen. Let's see here. Oh,
Because I don't know. That for some reason, and I don't know why. I usually like I don't know. I guess I'm pretty typical for Space Marine lovers in the sense where it's like, ooh, a new Space Marine thing. Let me eat it up, right? But every Space Marine flyer except for the Thunderhawk, I swear, I just fucking hate.
you don't like that thing, do you?
I've not seen it yet. Where is it?
I'm gonna put it up in a second. Storm.
No, I mean like what was it? The Storm Raven, I think. I like the one
really small one.
That one I hated because that's like the short bus Thunderhawk. It literally looks like it's like the Space Marines that kind of come out that need to have like extra helmets on their helmets. Like, geez, there should be like a flashing light on top of it to be like, don't rear end this thing. Like,
the Space Marine big flyers, they look actually pretty fucking cool. The small ones, they're just a box with jet.
The fighter though, there's a fighter plane that they have. That one looks kind of neat. Although it looks kind of
I just put it in.
The Dark Angel ones look good.
The one that looks kind of like Battlestar Galactica. Was it? What do they have? What are the A-wing or something in that one? What do they have?
In which one?
In Battlestar Galactica, the Space Marine. There's a Space Marine ship that looks like a fighter plane.
That's the Xiphon.
Wait, in Battlestar Galactica?
I don't know. I saw it recently. It was on GW.
Interceptor, I think.
It was Viper Games Workshop. Maybe.
You got the Viper. That's the arrow looking one though, with like little tiny stubby wings in the back.
Like a single seater.
Yeah, it's a single seater. 3 engines in the back, kind of like a single cockpit. It's all like really long nose on it. Here, Battle Star. I brought Viper after this Viper.
But I don't know, like the Storm Raven. I don't know, was more like a helicopter. I don't know. Not really. That's not really my jam.
Helicopters are awesome.
If I were to compare it to something, I would compare it to a helicopter in the way that it functions. How it has the ability to drop troops. And
yeah.
The one on the left is a Mark 1. The one on the right is a Mark 2. And then there's the other one. It's like bigger, more of a scout one.
Okay, I've seen that one.
Yeah.
That Space Marine ship. I've seen that one. It's kind of for me. Something about the design of it. Maybe it's the missile pods. It reminds me of like a Tau sort of craft. And this is the Battlestar Galactica one.
Here, this is the Raptor one. Here we go. This is a scout one. It's more boxy. Definitely more boxy. Definitely more of that 40K feel.
See, none of these are the ones that I saw on the website. Hold up.
My parents put that pitch. She did an awful job with my schedule. What you doing, Scythe? Who is this? How?
The
Ooh.
Stormhawk Interceptor. Yeah, you were right. That one. Out of all just the regular GW flyers, that one's probably the one that I would like out of all those ones. The other ones, like the Storm Talon. No, I have seen there was a Games Workshop in Manchester that had turned 2 Storm Raven gunship kits.
Are you talking about
with
the
some
Xiphon
plastic
pattern?
art.
The Xiphon pattern.
I have one of those somewhere. I actually really like those ones. They're cool.
Yeah, they're actually pretty cool. With the wings are kind of reversed here. I'm gonna put
Yeah,
it up in a second.
Like, it looks cool.
Yeah, it definitely looks cool.
This one though, I think. Out of anything from just regular GW though, I think this would be the only flyer I would kind of be like, I accept that one.
There we go. I actually don't mind that either. That's actually kind of cool.
I'm still waiting for the picture to load.
Especially for like yours, like where you don't have full strength like squads, like a lot of 5-man squads and shit
24
like that.
Guardians,
That makes
6
sense.
Rangers, 10 Viking Stealth.
And I
Jesus.
feel like
Oh yeah,
yours-
that one. Yes, that one is one I definitely also am very.
wanting.
The Battlestar Galactica one. That's the one I was talking about. Yeah,
Yeah, I had
that's
a
the other
feeling
one that I like.
once I was looking, I was like, oh, there it is. 171 Canadian pesos.
171 what? For
Canadian
what?
pesos.
For what?
For a
Xiphon.
Xiphon.
Oh. I thought we were talking about that Eldar. Oh,
I'm gonna make a sandwich. I'll be back.
But it would all date back to. Did you ever see the 3rd edition Space Marine Codex?
I haven't seen the 3rd. I've got PDFs of like all of the 4th.
So I would say I was maybe about 12 when I started in 40K. And although, I mean, my elder brother had it when I was a little kid, and I would always break his models, and he'd beat me up. So this right here, this image here is the one back in about 2001 that pretty much went, I'm getting a chapter. And then I saw that in the background, and I said, I'm getting Thunderhawks.
I have seen a lot of those pictures, and I love the way they're done. I love the way they get those organized.
Those Crimson Fists?
That's the Ultramarines chapter.
The Ultramarines?
It says it right in the picture.
Oh, it does. I didn't.
It says it right there. Sorry, Cardinal. It's like, is that the Crimson Fist?
Wasn't even reading. I just fuck.
Like there's something very appealing with this, where you have it organized as like an actual organized military force, instead of, oh, you have a picture of like 2 characters, 3 squads, and a dreadnought up on some big fancy thing. It's like, but there's more to it than just.
You really need a Stormbird.
At one point, I'm going to try to organize my chapter like this. I guess I'd have to split it apart. Like the way they did it is they use it looks like they have half the chapter at a time, which I guess that makes it more digestible for the eyes. Like you can see more of it when there's only so much of it per picture.
But also, cameras and that are a lot better now, and there's a lot more you can do with them, so you can absolutely get so much more in.
Yeah, that's a good point too, as well. Is that what's that? Is that a Stormbird?
That's the Stormbird. Hold on, wait a sec. I'm trying to save this one image, but it just wants to. There it is.
See, I think Stormbird. It would also be valid, I suppose. It wouldn't have the same nostalgia for me, but it would be totally lore valid, I guess. You know what I mean? In all that sense.
I just want to this one picture that's being a real cock. The other one's saved and allowed me to save it and share it, but I've been having a fucking print screen all these. Wants to just do the web file. It's like, fuck off. I don't want to send the web file. I just want the picture. Yes. It's amazing how big this fucking thing is. Just realized.
Which is this?
Get ready to share it in a sec. Got too many fucking pictures.
It's amazing how big this is. I'm getting ready to show it in a second, ladies. Nice.
Oh,
Right?
oh, I like that.
Dude, look at him. Look at him now. His brain's turning. Look at him. It's like, wow.
Mm-hmm. That's considerable. And it's got a rear hatch.
It's got a rear hatch and side doors.
It's got a front hatch and a rear hatch.
Yeah. Got all the holes.
Yeah, she is beautiful. She has all the holes.
It is beautiful. And that would fit your lore quite well if you had like one of those.
It would.
Right?
It would. This is definitely, like, looking at this thing. It is definitely. Yeah. I mean, I would consider that the other applicable thing. Thunderhawk and Stormbird.
Right, a couple Thunderhawks, right? A couple Thunderhawks that would fly on either side of it, and then this guy in the middle. That would be the chapter masterpiece right there. Every chapter's got a venerable bird. That would be your chapter's venerable. It carried the Primarch once. Because I'm pretty sure that's Heresy era. I'm pretty sure the Stormbird is the Heresy era.
Yeah, they could still fly though.
Oh yeah, no, they're still flying. 100%. I'm not saying that they're not. But it would go with the lore because it's a heresy. It would be, from 30K, and it's been with the chapter for 10,000 years. Right? It would be the chapter's venerable bird flyer.
Oh, but I'm just thinking about it now. It's like, oh Jesus, how the fuck would I paint this thing? Not just the fact that it's gigantic, but now it's like, oh no, I'd have to come up with some kind of pattern design for this thing that matches everything, and it would have to be. Like, as much as it's like I'm not using it totally legitimately, but it's like it would have to match the feng shui sort of thing of the way that I've done everything else. And it's like, oh no, something new, and I have to now come up with something new. I've got lots of vehicles, but that's the thing. I have various vehicle patterns. I have like the Domino's. No, sorry. I have like the Pizza Hotline box pattern, right? You know what I mean?
I
the
know
Pizza
exactly
Hotline. So I've got some tanks that are Pizza Hotline box, and then I've got some other ones that are like into stripes, and then I've got some other ones that are in Black Widow and reverse Black Widow pattern. So it's almost kind of like a variation of the Pizza Hotline box, if you kind of think about it. But but I do have the epic scale Thunderhawk. It's essentially Pizza Hotline boxed in pattern. So I mean, I could just do that. Just go for the Pizza Hotline box. How many times am I going to say that? Checkerboard, quartered pattern. Let me just go for different ways. But I think I'd be tempted to make those like prongs or those wings on the top. I'd want to make those reverse and stuff like that. I'd be wanting to I'd be making it all nuts like that. Oh, and my bullshit excuse for the reasoning behind why their tanks have different patterns and why it's all crazy like that. Dazzle paint.
And the reason they can be different is because they're assigned to different companies.
Yes.
Each company has their own pattern.
Going on the one-to-one, everything that exists right now that I own is everything that I have. At the moment, there's just an armory pool of the tanks. that gets dispersed amongst whoever needs it when they need it. Right now, except for the Land Raiders, those are dedicated to the first company. But that will change as the attrition begins to relax, or however that should be phrased. Hmm. But that's still insane. Like, I still have that picture on my screen, and it is just like, holy shit, that thing can fit a fucking rhino in its ass.
Right? That's pretty awesome.
Like, oh my god, like, fuck, I need to, like, oh. You should post that in NSFW. Put it, make it, like, give it, like, that blur, right? So that nobody's, people have to click it, and then they see that.
Hold on. I'll rename the file.
Yeah, what is it, Tony? Was that a yawn, or did you just cry for me? What is it?
Kick the cat. Kick the cat. Toss her out. Kick the
What's
cat.
it? Are you hungry? Let's get you some food then, or something. That usually makes you happy. Let's get you some food.
Start some shit with the British people in this summer now.
Doing the little captain's tour for a second. And, well, taking a piss and doing the captain's tour. And feeding the cat. One thing I think that I would need more of, because I have a severe lacking of, is whirlwinds. Because that just seems like that's highly appropriate. Whirlwinds. What do you think about that one? How about that?
They're pretty great. I like them. But I guess I gotta ask, how many power swords are there in your chapter?
Oh, Jesus. There's no way that I know that offhand. I mean, like, I could pull up my most recent audit of my chapter, although it's probably out of date. I don't know. Can I, like, Control F it? Let's see. Power sword. Okay, it doesn't tell me how many instances there are of it, though. Lots, I guess. I don't know.
If it is not at every opportunity.
I don't put it at every opportunity. No, I do have a lot of variety, and sometimes I'll just take like you know how you'll get like assault on Blackreach squads. Sometimes there'll be those like those kind of like those you know those tactical marines where there's the sergeant that's pointing